Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm back with another sit down video, and this time I'm just going to talk about what you should be doing when you are sort of in that slow period where you don't have a lot of work, or if you have no work at all. And real talk, this does happen, especially within the first sort of month or so. They sort of believe that you're just going to be bombarded with starting calls and everything, which you might be, but there's definitely hours where you're sort of twiddling your thumbs. So here's what you should be doing. So number one, you need to focus on areas that is going to be used in your team. So for me, that was my Power Platform suites. I feel like I've said that so many times on my channel now, but basically I have no experience with the Power Platform suite, so I looked into how to get started with that, figured out whether there's ways I can actually get hands-on experience, because since it is a Microsoft product, you would be needing a subscription. So I just did little learning first onboarding stuff on Microsoft Learn, and then I reached out to my line manager to see whether there's a way I can get hands-on experience with that, which led me to number two. So number two, get hands-on experience. So I, after talking with my line manager, was able to get into, I want to say it's the developer program. It's a short-term sort of subscription that you get around 90 days where you have access to the Microsoft suite. So I was able to then build my own project. I think I might go into depth in another video about the project that I built, but it was something that was going to be useful for me, easy enough to get started with, as well as using as many aspects as possible. So that way I had experience with short-term coding with that, forms, creating a landing page, editing submissions, also using backend, which was my SharePoint. So basically with that one project, I gained experience with a large variety of areas. So number three, I feel like it's also something that you kind of want to focus on within your first 3 months so that you're not completely stuck in an area where you don't have a lot of experience or interest in. So that is just reach out to areas that you would like to get involved with. So I say, first of all, just stay safe to start off with, but not too safe. So I stayed within my team to start off with, reaching out to development side, and I say development side, somewhere that had more hands-on coding. And then I also reached out to data and AI. So I know that we sort of worked in a bit of an overlap with data and AI, whereas they did Power BI and we also had experience with Power BI. So I was kind of reaching out to a team that had similar properties but also had an interest in me. So my branch out was going to be for databases. So I reached out to them to see whether there's any stuff I could get involved with. And that's a way just to also build connections and get involved in something you're interested in. Number four, and I think this is quite particular to placement, but get ahead on the assignments. So what I did is I figured out ways that I could be working towards my objectives without already being inside a client project. And that was through getting involved with different projects, connecting with other people, as well as just researching in my own time. So getting ahead with my assignments, even though I wouldn't write them immediately, but I'd at least have stuff that I was going to put towards it. And I also use Obsidian for that as well. So I just put down little notes of things I would be doing, things I wanted to include in my report when it came time for writing it. That way, for the planning process, I've already given it thought and I've already gotten a head start on that, so I could go into my first draft straight away. And number five is keep asking. I say keep on knocking as many doors as possible, because the last thing you want is to be at month 3 and you've got nothing, you've done nothing, you've got no experience within your team, internally or client facing, depending on where you're working at all. So honestly, just keep on knocking. They want to see you take initiative. So that's why branching out is good, but also keep pressuring, or I know pressuring is not the right word, but also keep showing that you're interested in getting involved, as that's something that will always be in their forefront. Whether they're thinking of projects that they might be getting involved with, they were like, oh, maybe Deborah wants to shadow on this. So just keep on putting your interests out there, get involved with the team so that you are in their mind, because it is quite easy for a new person sort of to fall into backgrounds if you're not really putting yourself forward. So put yourself forward and keep on knocking at the doors. That's all for me, and as always, rock on.